Hi guys, this was workshop talk about the last 50 days for the CAT exam. I know the heartbeat is going up, everything is now going haywire, and there's a typical time when most of the people start getting frustrated with their preparation. Those who started earlier, long time ago, they are frustrated because they're not scoring that good marks. And the people who just started a few days ago, a few weeks ago, are obviously tense about what to do and how to do. Fine, this video will try to help you make a plan for the last 50 days or last few days to the CAT exam. Yep, so be with me for the next few minutes. I'll just walk you through everything. It's very easy to start focusing on the other exams, SNAP, NMAT, ZAT, because the CAT is near and people think they don't have enough time and it will be difficult for them to crack the exam. It's very normal that people start moving on the other exam which are a little bit more easier than CAT. But the problem is all these CAT, SNAP, NMAT, they are SNAP, NMAT exams are based on a few colleges. They're not taking the bulk. The majority of the colleges are taking CAT scores. Fine. So your focus should be on CAT because that is the biggest cash cow. Yep. So let's still few more days keep the focus on CAT. The moment CAT be over, we will be focusing on other exams, but not now. Right now, that for the next 45 days, your focus should be on CAT. Yep. Trust me, all our life we have spent hardly 4 days per exam. Right now we are getting a 50 days ka time to study for the CAT exam. Alright, so that's my important message here. This is a strategy, 50-50-50 strategy, which I followed for my CAT exam. Last 50 days, 50% of your preparation is based on last 50 days. So still you've got enough time to crack yourself. Trust me, people have started earlier, they have no huge advantage over you if you are able to manage the last 50 days. 50 mocks which I recommend over the last 50 days, so every day a mock if you have done with the preparation, or customize is to a number of reduce a mock depending upon where you stand. 50 questions per topic is your deadline, is your target if you want to achieve a good percentile in CAT. Yep. So 50% preparation is based on last 50 days, 50 mocks and 50 questions per topic is more than sufficient for you to crack CAT. Alright, my dad used to say, if you work hard from 0 to 30 years of your life, remaining 30 to 60 you will enjoy. Fine. If you work hard, if you get a good degree, good college, work hard for the first 30 years, remaining 30 years you are going to enjoy your life. Fine, because you have built enough platform for the future. Fine. Same thing is valid for CAT as well. If you work hard for the next few months, that is from today till December, and then December to Feb, 2 phases. Phase 1, if you work hard from December to Feb, which are 3 exams, CAT, SNAP and Narsi Monji and NMAT. Fine, if you work hard now, you get a good score, you are going to enjoy for the next 3 months. Next 3 months include your ZAT, CET, Master CET and my CAT. And main part is the GDPI. If you work hard now, you are going to get a good score and which will be having a very good effect on the GDPI scores, because there are few colleges which are still giving a very high weightage for the CAT scores. If you have a good percentile in CAT, it will be very easy to convert the calls. Fine. So work hard for the next 3 months so that you can enjoy the remaining 3 months of your CAT preparation. Yep, hardly something left here, hardly 45 days are remaining. Still you got enough time to get with the CAT exam. Fine, I was counting yesterday, there were almost 9,000 good seats, colleges seats, which are there through CAT. Fine, which we can target. Fine, so still we got enough time. Let's buckle up for the next few weeks. Alright, so these are the 6 major areas which are there in CAT exam. Fine, 6 from verbal and 6 from quant point of view. Most of the people ask me, sir, what to study, what are the important areas. So these are your important areas to be focused on. Fine. So this is your homework for the next few weeks. Yep. If you plan to join us, this workshop will increase your score by 20 marks over the next few weeks. Alright, so these are the 6 things. So I'll walk you through one by one. Week 1, for example, I want you to work on visual geometry and RC. Week 2 is for equation polynomials and grammar. Week 3 is for Vedic numbers, vocab. So one topic from maths, one topic from verbal. Week 4 dirty quant parajumbles. Week 5 arithmetic, PNC, probability and critical reasoning. Week 6 for DI and logical reasoning. And last is a CAT overall workshop which will cover up the summary of everything on CAT last year paper. Fine, so these are the 6 workshops or 6-week plan which I want you to follow. 6 from maths and 6 from verbal. Fine. Even if you can't join us, you can follow the plan week by week. Now I will move to the day by day plan. So this is your 1 week timetable. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fine. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fine. Now there are 2 kinds of people who are preparing for the CAT exam. One who are sitting at home, one who are working. So those who are working, let's say I'm using the blue pen for them. Working people, I need 2 in the morning, 2 in the night. So 4 hours are needed from you if you want to crack CAT. If you cannot spend 4 hours every day from today on CAT, best advice will be to leave CAT 14 and move to CAT 15 or be happy with your job. Because trust me, you need minimum 3 to 4 hours. Otherwise, it will be very, very difficult to crack CAT. Yep. So I'll use the black pen here to mark for the non-working people. For the working people, for non-working, we need 4 hours every day, 4 in the morning, 4 in the night to crack CAT. Fine. Now there are 2 kinds of people, one who are working and non-working. Fine. The working people want to study. They are committed for CAT, but they don't have time for CAT. Fine. So they don't have time. They can't spend too much time on this. On the other hand, the non-working people who are not working at all, they have enough time on their hand, but they don't want to study, or they're losing their motivation to study, which is very normal, because if you are sitting at home, the thing which we have, we do not value that. So time you have on your hand, so we're not going to value that. So you need 4 hours and 2 hours. Non-working people 4 hours, total 8 hours, and working people 4 hours. So this is your minimum time you need to spend from today for the next 6 weeks or 50 days. Yep. So how do we plan that to study now? If I study every day maths, trust me, in 1 month you'll be bored. In 1 week you'll be bored, in fact. Fine. So we'll keep 1 day off. Let's say Sunday is off. If I'm working, I'll keep Sunday off. I'm not going to study on Sunday. Sunday I'm just attending the workshop if you're planning to join our program, or I will be taking a mock and a mock. Fine. So but I'm not studying. So I'm psychologically I'm keeping a day off. Fine. So maths morning and alternate day maths evening. Maths and DI combined, both the things. Similarly verbal morning, evening. Fine. It's just like going to gym. If you have ever been to a gym, they recommend chest, cardio, weights, alternate day. Fine. 1 day weights, 1 day cardio, so that your body don't get used to the same exercises. Fine. So same thing we are recommending here, so that we can relax and keep ourselves motivated for the next 50 days. Because if you remember, 50% of your preparation is based on last 50 days of your exam. Yep. Fine. Now how to study for this plan? Now I will try to merge this plan with the weekly timetable which is given here. For example, I'll pick up geometry. Now geometry is a very vast topic. So you have got complete 1 week to study geometry and 1 week to study RC. Fine. Obviously I'll keep on practicing the other topics, but this is your week for the day. So geometry is my week. This week is geometry. Fine. Now geometry is a huge topic. Percentages, triangles, areas, everything is there. So how we'll plan this thing? So 6 days we have got in the week. Geometry basics. 2 days I'll spend on the basics. Fine. Suppose if you're joining CET, if you have CET King books, the basic books, we're going to spend 2 days on that. First 2 days. So 2 hours if you're working, 4 hours if you're not working. Alright, the remaining 4 days, for the next 2 days I'm going to spend on the advanced level of geometry. So 4 days I'm spending on the same topic. Fine. 2 days for the basic and 2 days for the advanced level. Fine. Now it's impossible to cover up the complete book in that given period. Fine. So rather than solving 100 questions, 200 questions on the same topic, my target should be to cover up 30 questions. So 30 questions from the basics and 30 questions from the advanced. So 50-60 questions is a good number. Remaining 2 days I'll spend on the other areas, like maybe I'm doing geometry, maybe I'm doing if I'm doing geometry this week, I will be doing DI or numbers or some other topic at the end of the week. Fine. So 4 days I'm spending on this area. Remaining, it's your wish. Fine. But I need 4 hours for completing this syllabus. And this is your agenda for the next 6 weeks. Then next week, for example, I'll pick up the same routine for the next week. Yep. If I remove this part from here. So next week I'll doing equation polynomials and grammar. So 2 days for equation polynomials and 2 days for the advanced level of equation polynomials. Similarly, 2 days for grammar basics and 2 days for grammar advanced. Fine. What I'm trying to do here with this plan is I'm trying to streamline your preparation, which is going uncontrolled for the last few weeks. Fine. So this is a complete structured approach. Follow week by week timetable. You don't need to, if you already are following a timetable, great. You don't need to adjust that, or you don't need to change that. You can adjust this thing into your plan. Fine. But this is the main structure which I wanted to follow. Because trust me, this is the right time when you have to follow a structure. Otherwise, your preparation will be lost. Alright. So this is your week by week timetable for the next 6 weeks, and this is your day by day timetable which you have to make for yourself. Fine, so these are the 6-week timetables from the quant point of view. You can join us for the quant cutoff clearing workshops as well if you want. Similarly, 6-week timetable for the verbal as well. Yep, and you can join us for the verbal workshops as well. Alright, now I'll move to the second part for the day, mocks. Fine, again, now I've said already that there are two kind of people now. One who have already done a good preparation. Your target is 50 mocks. 1 mock every day for the next 50 days. Fine. So that can be our mocks, that can be any mocks you're taking, or do a mix and match of a few mocks. Fine. But if you are preparing for last year, example, you are repeater, CAT repeater, or you have started a preparation long time ago, your target is 50 mocks. 1 mock every day. Fine. This strategy, this will works wonder for you. Now, for example, if you have already, if you are a CAT repeater, you don't need to work, you're not working on the basics because you think you already know everything. So let's start other way around. I'm taking a mock today. The areas where I find myself uncomfortable, I'll go and revise those areas. Fine. So it's kind of a doing reverse thing rather than doing basic first and then going for mock. We are taking a mock first, and the areas which I find uncomfortable during that mock, I'm going to revise those areas. Fine. So those who have just started a preparation, maybe don't do everyday mock. Take a mock every 3 days to start with, and probably last 1 month we'll do 1 mock every day. Fine. 50 mocks are the people, because for the people who are done with their preparation one, they're feeling frustrated because their scores are not improving. So let's move to the everyday mock. For people who have just started their preparation, 3 days of mock every 3 days more than sufficient. Fine. So if you're planning to join our mock program, we have the mock increasing level of difficulty, starting with the easy mocks, then going to the advanced level. Alright, so these are the 3 books you already have if you have joined us as a CET team. Basic books, advanced books. Advanced books are all last year CAT papers which I've compiled topic wise. And third phase book is for the other exams, SNAP and MET CET, that will pick up after CAT. If we don't need to open this book right now these 2 books are your focus. Fine. So what I'll do is I'll pick up 30 questions from basics and 30 questions from the advanced level every day. Yep. So 4 days I'm going to spend on every topic so that I can complete my whole syllabus by the time we reach CAT. At least we have done with all the important topics. Trust me, CAT is the only exam which is going to give you option to select a few topics and you can clear the cutoffs. The topic I gave you earlier, if you are done with these 6 topics, they cover up everything important for CAT. Fine. If you have seen that, I don't know if you remember, I have not spent too much time on arithmetic, because arithmetic is not important from CAT point of view. There are hardly 2 to 3 questions which are going to come out of 50. Fine, but geometry is going to the main area with almost 10 questions. Yep. Alright, all the best. If you want my help from any other things, you can join me on Facebook or facebook.com/RavGun. If you want to join my online program, you can call us on this number, and for classroom program, you can call us on any of these numbers. Fine. Alright, all the best. Thank you.